us to talk about them in terms of actually lowering total cholesterol, lowering LDL cholesterol, which is the bad cholesterol, and helping to reduce the risk of heart disease. So it's a powerful ingredient. When I talk about it, it sounds like I'm talking about a cholesterol-lowering medication, but it's an ingredient that has an exception where you basically can make that kind of statement about them. So they're powerful. The National Cholesterol Education Program recommends them. The American Heart Association recommends them. If you go to Europe, if you go to the UK, they also recommend plant sterols as the most significant, important tool to lowering cholesterol naturally. What's great about them, whether you're taking cholesterol-lowering drug or whether you can't take one, want to take one, they work perfectly with them. So by using a plant sterol, you could perhaps achieve your cholesterol-lowering goal using less medication, or work closely with your physician to do that. In many cases, you could eliminate them. And if you add fiber to your diet while you're taking the Cholesterol, all you do is enhance the benefits of Cholesterol. So this is not my version of, or my story about how to lower cholesterol. This is a scientifically proven, clinically established way to substantially, significantly lower total and LDL cholesterol. I encourage you to read the reviews. The reviews are compelling, and basically because the science is there. I have some charts that I'll grab here. Maybe I'll grab some right now that are right here on Cholesterol, and why don't we maybe read some of them? And I encourage you to read some. But dropped my total cholesterol from 299 to 161.
Wow.
That's an incredible result.
Yes.
Usually we expect something more in the 15, 20, 25% or more if you make appropriate dietary changes, add fiber. Thank you, Mr. Lessman, for this great product. I'm 47 and high cholesterol and heart disease runs in my family. Even though my weight is normal, the combination of the wrong foods, little exercise, and family history brought me to a total cholesterol of 299, much to my surprise at my age. To avoid going on statins, I immediately changed my diet, there we go, started exercising again, and started taking Cholesterol. I just had my cholesterol rechecked, and I'm now at 161. My LDL is also now at 98. Those are great numbers.
Wow.
Even though I might not be as strict on my diet, I will continue to take Cholesterol to keep my numbers in check. Thanks again for this great product from Rocky in California. That's great. You really need to use these. After having a bad experience with a statin drug, I went to my doctor and we discussed what I could use instead of those statins with so many side effects. My doctor agreed with me to use something more natural. So he told me to get this product. I believe in Andrew's products, and I feel they are really researched by him. They are. The end result is a high-quality product you can count on, and information Andrew gives to understand what the product is and what you should be taking, and what you should be taking it. Bye-bye statin. 2 years ago, my overall cholesterol was 266. My doctor started me on a statin drug. 3 months later, with diet changes and the statin, it was 241. I was unimpressed with the results and sought out Cholesterol. The following 6 months, my overall was 202. Huge difference. Fast forward to present day, I've completely stopped taking the statin for 9 months. My overall has been less than 200 each doctor visit with diet changes and only Cholesterol. What an incredible product from Justin in Virginia. Wow, this works. I went to the doctors and my cholesterol was 237. He didn't want to put me on any cholesterol medicine, so I started taking this product. Wow, it brought my cholesterol down to 210. My doctor was amazed. It works. Don't write reviews, but I am amazed it really works.
All caps.
And we don't add the all caps to the exclamation points. Great product, and there are probably more than 1,000 reviews like this. I read the reviews before purchasing this product, and I agree with the reviewers who have posted positive comments and results. I've been taking a couple of capsules with each meal, and combined with a low dose of statin medication, my cholesterol count is down. I told the doctor what I was doing, and she was pleased with my results. Voila, a remedy that does not contain those awful chemicals that bring so many side effects. From Annie in California. It lowered my cholesterol count significantly, just as Andrew said it would. I take it 2 times a day. I will never not take it. No side effects, it's not a drug. My overall count went down to 160 with great HDL and lower LDL. I was up at 190. My doctor was pleased. Thank you. Andrew, we'll do, oops, we had one more that I skipped. The best cholesterol vitamins. I've only been taking these Cholesterol vitamins for a few months, and they have lowered my cholesterol 30 points. My doctor couldn't believe it. Needless to say, she was very happy. My hairdresser and my husband are both going to start taking them now. That's from Princess in California. Well, this is a long one. Numbers are my proof. And look at the effort folks take to write an eloquent review. My doctor checked my cholesterol and gave me 3 months to work on my numbers, and then we would recheck my blood work. My total cholesterol was 226. I ordered the Cholesterol and had them within a few days. I had blood drawn, and then the results came back. I was floored. My cholesterol went from 226 to 189. My doctor called me with the results and asked what I was doing, so I told her. I have goosebumps. My other numbers were good as well. My LDL went down 121 to 105, a great improvement. I'm attributing my numbers to the Cholesterol. This product does exactly what it says it does. My numbers are proof. So if you have any issues, I definitely suggest giving this a try. Awesome product. Thank you very much, Andrew. We'll do one more. And again, works perfectly with cholesterol-lowering drugs. Perfectly, absolutely no conflict. Show this to your doctor. This really works. I decided to try this and see what happens. My doctor was talking about starting cholesterol drugs, which I really did not want to take. My cholesterol had gone up to 247 and just would not come down. I started taking Cholesterol, 2 capsules a day, 1 in the morning and 1 at night before bed. Always best to take it with food. That's when it works best. I did not change my eating habits at all. I had blood work done 6 months later, and my cholesterol is down to 197.
Wow.
And it's probably still going down. The doctor was amazed and wanted to know how I did that. It is always worth a try to do anything Andrew's way. If it doesn't work, a money-back guarantee. You will never want your money back, though, because it does work. Now I buy enough to last until the next daily special. From Halen in Florida. Wow, that's fantastic.
I mean, perfect transition there, Halen. You know, people wait until the next daily special, she was saying, and this is it. This is the Today Special. And I found, Andrew, it's been since January 2019 that we've been able to offer it at this Today Special pricing. So a great opportunity for those of you who are either restocking or trying it for the first time. Here's the breakdown of options that you have. Anywhere from 100 capsules to 250, 500, or I mean, look at the savings here of $150 if you're picking up the 1,000 capsules. We have here what the regular price usually is, our today's special pricing, and the savings that you get to enjoy. We have flex pay, we have free shipping and handling, and to many of the reviews points, again, it's worth trying, because you said this too, Andrew, in the beginning of this presentation. A lot of people out there think there just aren't any other options, and how nice to discover that there is something natural you can try and see if it benefits you, as it has thousands of other people out there.
And that's a really great point, that most people think they have no choice. I mean, pharma is, I mean, it's a, what is it? It's a $1 trillion industry, not a million or billion, $1 trillion industry. And they're very influential. And their statin drugs are highly effective, but as effective as they are, they come with a long list of side effects. By the way, if you take a statin drug, you really need to take CoQ10. It doesn't need to be mine, but just as that statin drug lowers your cholesterol, it also lowers your CoQ10, which is necessary for all energy production and heart health. So focus on CoQ10 if you're taking a statin drug. But if you're taking a statin drug, plant sterols, Cholesterol, work perfectly with those statin drugs, with those other cholesterol-lowering drugs. So it's a great opportunity to partner with your doctor to get a better result, or to get that same result using less medication, because there is an option. It's recognized by virtually every government health body out there that plant sterols are the most effective natural tool to substantially lower cholesterol. We're not just talking about a few percent. We're talking about double-digit percent in decreases. So it's an opportunity, if your cholesterol is 220 or 230, to get that cholesterol well under 200. So that's an incredible opportunity. And when you do it, you're mostly lowering the LDL. That's where the real focus is. So you're lowering the bad cholesterol, which you want to see lower. So it's a great opportunity.
What a satisfying experience it must be, too, to have an actual tangible result that you can see, an actual number of change, which a lot of the reviews mentioned as well. So definitely a wonderful opportunity. That is number 2 of 3 today's specials, Andrew, that you're bringing us today, the third of which goes wonderfully with the Cholesterol you had mentioned, working fiber into your diet and your daily routine. This is Fiber Mucil to help support regularity, bowel function, you know, keep things moving along. And we have it today as our third Today Special with many, many options, a 60 cap all the way up to the 1,000 capsule. You can see on our chart here, the first label, HSN, is what we normally offer it at. Special in the middle is your pricing today, and on the end is the savings. Again, free shipping and handling with this one, and the flex payments. Why is it, Andrew, that you were suggesting fiber as an important factor in terms of having Cholesterol as well?
Well, it's not my suggestion. It's the science. That the way, if you understand how Cholesterol works, and when I talk about Cholesterol this evening, I'll read some of the scientific charts.
Okay.
Because cholesterol, what cholesterol does, it actually blocks the absorption of cholesterol in our digestive system. And even if you consume no cholesterol, just the fact that it blocks the reabsorption of bile, because when we eat, our body secretes bile, our body uses cholesterol in our body to make bile. So if we could block the reabsorption of bile, we effectively lower our cholesterol levels. So by cholesterol, blocking the absorption of cholesterol and blocking the reabsorption of bile, fiber then works hand in hand to kind of act like a sponge and a broom to make sure it gets grabbed, that cholesterol and bile salts, and gets sort of pushed out of the body. So it's a perfect sort of a 1-2 punch. With cholesterol blocking the absorption of cholesterol, you then have a special water-soluble fiber like the fiber in Fibromucil, which then grabs that cholesterol and effectively sweeps it out of the body. So when you increase your fiber intake, when you're taking cholesterol, even if you didn't get Fibromucil, which works perfectly to make cholesterol more effective, get a better reduction in cholesterol, if all you had done was, say, start eating more nuts and seeds or legumes, things like lentils and beans and things like that, you could dramatically improve the efficacy, the reduction that you get from cholesterol. So just it's the perfect partner for cholesterol to get the very best result. And also, while you're at it, you'll have better regularity. You'll be feeding your friendly flora, so your friendly flora, your microbiome, and your gut will be happier. So as I often say with my products, I don't have to warn you about side effects. I just get to talk about all the exciting additional side benefits you get with, say, Fibromucil. It's not just making cholesterol work better, it's improving regularity, it's also feeding your friendly flora and giving you a healthier microbiome.
And also, not to mention the purity and the potency of all the vitamins and supplements you offer us in capsule form, which are also easy to swallow and easy on your stomach. So the third of our 3 Today Specials that you guys can pick up. There is a wide range of options, though, that Andrew brings us in terms of how we want to benefit ourselves, be it our health and our wellness. Maybe it's in the realm of beauty. You know, we are a big network. We have lots of creams and serums and, you know, the beauty industry in general. There is a lot out there that we're so used to seeing that you apply topically. But if you want to work from the inside out, there's not much arguing in terms of science that biotin is a very powerful ingredient when it comes to the health and the beauty of your hair, your skin, and your nails. And this happens to be one of the top ordered, most reordered products here at HSN over the last 2 decades is Andrew's Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails. Now, we have got it here as a monthly special for you. We have anywhere from 60 capsules up to 360 capsules. Look at the 360 capsule. I mean, that's nearly half off if you want to pick that up today. And start enjoying, when you read the reviews, people saying shiny hair, glowing skin, stronger nails, beauty from the inside out, Andrew.
Well, it's a product that has, I think, close to 6,000 reviews. About 75% or so of the reviews are 5-star reviews. Over 90% of the reviews are positive reviews. And I think biotin gets a little bit too much credit. Yes, biotin is the most important nutrient in terms of beauty. Biotin has to be delivered properly. I don't think most companies that are making products like this really give it the appropriate attention to deliver it properly in their product to begin with. And then also, as important as biotin might be, it's not sort of it's not an island unto itself. It is not the be-all and end-all of a beauty product. And as I often say about, say, energy production, the same thing goes for the growth of your hair, skin, and nails, the healthy growth of those tissues. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And certainly the growth of those tissues is a complex process within our bodies. And it would be kind of naive, almost silly to think that biotin does it all by itself. Biotin does it, but it has other requirements that it needs. And the reason why my Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails has always been so well reviewed for over 25 years, is close to 30 years, is because we give you the other partners that biotin requires. I mean, if you go look online for where the searches are being done for beauty products, most of those searches are being done for biotin. And there are a lot of biotin products that are 10,000 microgram products. As far as I'm concerned, no one should ever be consuming 10,000 micrograms of biotin. That is not wrong. The proper number is to consume somewhere, depending on who you are, somewhere between 1,000, 2,000 micrograms and 5,000 micrograms. You don't really need to go beyond 5,000 micrograms of biotin. But the key is making sure that biotin isn't left alone to try to figure it all out on its own. You need to make sure the other nutrients that biotin requires, that the research and the science have demonstrated, that those nutrients are there. And that's why this product does so well. It's a small, easy to swallow capsule. It will never upset your stomach. It's not a rock hard tablet with additives. The typical biotin product is 99+% additives. There are biotin gummies on the market that you're getting sugar and things, and they're 99.9% likely additives.
Wow.
And they're these big gummies that you're taking to get a little bit of biotin, and who knows if it's even bioavailable. So it's interesting how the world has now adopted, the supplement world has adopted this area. When I was first doing that, everyone dismissed my product that it's not going to deliver, it's not going to work, why would someone get a product like that? And even myself, I dismissed the product, but only because I wanted to focus on health products, not on, say, a vanity product. But I realized that how we feel isn't just about how well all the systems in our body work. How we feel is a lot about how we feel about ourselves. And how we feel about ourselves is a bit about how we look and how we feel we look to others. So I realized this was an important product to make, but it had to be comprehensive. It couldn't just target the really sexy, exciting ingredient, which is biotin.
Sure.
It had to target the science, and that's what we've done, and that's why it works. And the only way to change these tissues on the outside of your body is through the inside of your body. If you think you can change those tissues on the outside of your body, then there's one thing I could absolutely say, is that it's absolutely false.
Yeah.
Your hair, skin, and nails on the outside of your body are dead tissues. You're just putting makeup on them. The only chance you have to change their composition, and it is a real chance, a real opportunity, is on the inside of your body with a comprehensive product like this.
And you know, when you look at the costs and the value of what you're getting, and you think about what we, especially as women, will spend on beauty products, like a serum alone, you would probably spend 3 times the amount as you could enjoy a 360 capsule bottle of this. So that's why I always go for the big one. My husband takes it too, men and women across the board. Healthier hair, skin, and nails, I think we would all enjoy that. And knowing that today you're getting an amazing value on it as our monthly special throughout the month of January, it is a great time to try it. And we say this with every of your offerings, Andrew, but it's so true. Read the reviews. It is fun, first of all. I get sucked into them all the time. It's very motivating, but it does help you get an idea of what other people just like you have experienced, because especially with this one, I think it's an all-encompassing product for men and women alike of all ages.
Well, it certainly is. Men and women,
Yeah.
it knows no, our biochemistry knows no ethnic differences. So it works, it delivers on everyone's biochemistry. And it's a product that, when I originally introduced it, it was quite a costly product. Biotin is still extremely expensive, but again, our manufacturing efficiency, no one makes products for us. We make everything ourselves. So this is a product that it went from being a multi-capsule per day product. Now for everyone, it's at most 1 or 2 capsules. I think more than half the people who use this product get by with 1 capsule per day. Mm-hmm. What I often say, start with 2, and then after 30 days, see if 1 capsule delivers what you need. And to think that at 1 capsule daily, at today's monthly special pricing, because we won't have a Today Special for this until the second half of this year, just so everyone knows. But at monthly special pricing, the large size is a little bit more than $0.10 a capsule. It was 5 times more expensive than that when I introduced this. And when I introduced it, it was 5 times more expensive. You got about 10% of the levels of just biotin, in fact. So it's such a great value. It's so affordable. And again, like everything, comes with a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. You love it, or you send it back.
Yep, and in addition to that, you guys, we have FlexPay on all of these. Anyone shopping HSN can use FlexPay anytime. That's just how you take your costs and spread it evenly over the course of a few months. In this case, 3 months interest-free. So if you would like to try it, you just choose what size, 60, 120, 240, or 360 capsules. And we are going to now, if you're just joining us, I want to welcome you in. We're spending time here with Andrew Lessman. Once a year, he brings us our big Today Special to help us get our weight, our health, our nutrition in check, and that comes in the form of meal replacement. This is Secure, your complete meal replacements. And as our Today Special, that means we are offering you big savings, but also our largest offering of the year. So as you watch, we're gonna learn a lot about this, how amazing it tastes, how you're gonna mix it, why you are getting so many benefits with more vitamins and nutrients, low calorie, low carb. But keep in mind, as you order, you are getting the best savings of the entire year. So just to set you up, you can choose anywhere from the 20 meal serving all the way up to the 400 meal. And the 3 and the 400 are the special configurations I was talking about that happen once a year. The 400 meal kit, by the way, breaks down to about 57 cents per meal for delicious shakes. So when you're choosing anywhere from the 20 to 100 meals, you can choose one flavor from the chocolate, vanilla, coffee, or pina colada. When you get to the 2, 3, and 400 meals, that's where the variety comes into play. So with 2 and 300 meals, you can mix and match. You can do all of one flavor if you prefer. The 400 meal, not only is that the best value, it's also the most variety because you will get one 100 meal serving of each of the flavors. So dive in, free shipping. We have the FlexPay available too. Andrew, I've got to say it was the tastiest presentation I've done in a long time with the pina colada especially was one of my favorites. A very well-loved product.
Well, whether it's chocolate, vanilla, we have only 4 flavors. You know, we don't have dozens of flavors. We only have 4 flavors because I wanted to make 4 incredible flavors, and that's what we've succeeded in doing. They are, the one complaint we might read about is there's too much flavor. It's too sweet, but then you could always dilute it. Also, because it's so low in calories, it becomes exceedingly flexible. And to maybe do something that I've never done before, because I've always mixed multiple servings to show how soluble it is. What I'm going to do is mix a whole bunch. Let's do, that's one meal. That was heaping, so that's more than 2 meals. That's more than 3 meals. And I'm just going to put, that's probably 4. I'll make a mess here. 5. That's 6. They're heaping, so it's 7. Let's just keep putting it in there.
A week of meals.
That's probably, I'm just putting heaping ones in there. So by the time I'm done, I'm almost emptying the entire container, and this is a 30 serving. So that's probably about, this is kind of crazy, that's probably about 14 or 15 meals in that glass. And what I want to show everyone is just how differently designed, and there's not much room in this glass, but you could just see how unique this is in terms of solubility, that even though there's more powder than there is liquid, that you're going to see this powder continue to go into solution. And I mean, this is not what you're going to be doing at home, but when I'm putting 2 weeks of meals and say what I'm putting in here is 100 grams of protein, and certainly it's going to be thick, but I could get this to completely go into solution. And as much as this is thick, and I hope that kind of makes sense, what I've done here is that
look at that.
There's a couple of weeks without a blender. There's a couple of weeks of meals. There's more than 100 grams of protein, and all of that goes into solution. And that's the extent to which we've gone to make sure that every component is super soluble. Because you can't have something that tastes good if everything doesn't mix perfectly and go into solution. So hopefully that extreme example where I literally almost emptied there's not much left, the entire container into that glass and probably put, I would say at most 12 ounces of water. That's normally what you use for one meal. To think that I put 14 meals, there were more meals, there's more volume of powder there than there is liquid. And what you'll see in this presentation, it's not going to come out of solution. I mean, it is, as you can see, I don't know if we could get a higher shot here, where you could see that it's fully liquid.
That is unbelievable.
That it's not clumps of powder, it's fully in solution. So, and the flavor, I mean, tasting that, I can smell it here. The flavor, even on a single serving, it is the richest flavor you will find in any meal replacement. The only flavor rivals, the only competitors in terms of flavor you'd find is if you got a chocolate shake at one of your fast food places or a vanilla shake there. But even then, there's a lot of folks who will tell you this tastes better. If you were at home and you just put some ice and some non-fat milk in a blender, or soy milk and ice in a blender, this will outdo those fast food shakes. And the only thing that recommends those fast food shakes, it's their flavor. So I copy their flavors, but I give you the vitamins, the minerals, the proteins, the best proteins to support weight loss. So it's the only reason we consume those fast food shakes. They're 500 or 600 calories. They're crazy. But they also cost a few dollars. Even the Try Me is less than $1 a shake. On the large size, it's a little more than 50 cents. And even the next to large size, it's less than 60 cents.
Wow, I mean, it's phenomenal value. And then in terms of nutrition, Andrew, this was scientifically formulated by you and your team to be a meal replacement. So I know when we think about weight loss, a lot of us get focused on calories, and this is low calorie, but we start to forget about the nutritional needs that we have to keep our bodies healthy and keep them going and keep our energy. And this was specifically designed to replace a meal. So in terms of nutrition, how is your formula superior to what's out there?
Well, it's on every level, it's superior in terms of the protein source, in terms of the fact that we deliver you protein, and protein is typically an unpleasant experience. That again, there's about 14 meals mixed into 12 ounces of water here. What's funny, when I just picked up the glass, it was weirdly heavy. It was weirdly heavy because there were 14 meals put into that glass. So it's super soluble, so the flavor, texture experience in your mouth will be different. We invest in flavor. The other meal replacements do not. But just the most different experience is that the other meal replacements are going to cost you a few dollars each. Mine will cost you 50, 60, 70 cents each. You also get to try our Choco Nuvo. You also get to try Sucrese. So there's really nothing like my meal replacements on the market. Just looking at B12, the typical meal replacement has a tiny fraction of the RDA of B12. I give you 500% of the RDA of B12. Why? Because it's critical for energy, critical for fat-burning metabolism. And the typical meal replacement, if it gives you B12, it's cyanocobalamin. It's a form that's synthetic. It's a form that liberates trace amounts of cyanide. We give you methylcobalamin, the natural form of B12 that your body recognizes, that your body uses. So there's truly nothing like our meal replacement. The more you drill down into it, and the more you look at the details of the nutrients we provide, the more impressed you'll be. And the fact that it's a fraction of the cost, despite our investment in flavor, despite our investment in texture, despite our investment in the vitamins and minerals it contains, it's a tiny fraction of the cost of our competitors.
Wow, you caught me mid-sip. The chocolate is so creamy, and it's
amazing.
That, oh my gosh, and I have such a sweet tooth. If you have a sweet tooth, this is a treat. And it's another thing when we think in terms of weight loss, usually you feel like you're depriving yourself, restricting yourself. I would honestly look forward to having one of these every day to replace a meal, and to know that it will keep you satiated, it tastes amazing, it's easy to make on the go, even if you're just a busy person, right? And you wanna make sure you're getting that right balance of nutrients and vitamins to be able to mix this up in no time and have something that tastes amazing. It really is a great thing, and it's perfect to start out the new year. And that's why we have it as our Today Special right in January, when we all have our health and wellness on the brain. If weight loss is your goal, you're covered here as well. So many great options to choose from too, in terms of quantity and flavor varieties. So if you're just joining us, it's our best value of the day. We do this once a year. Andrew brings us his secure meal replacements in these larger quantities so that you have more opportunity to take advantage of the greater savings. So the higher in meal count that you go, the more savings you get to enjoy, as you'll see here, anywhere from 20, 60, 100 and 200 meals, 300 meals, and then the 400 meal kit. That one is more than half off today, and it breaks down to about 57 cents per meal. We have great flavor options. We have chocolate, vanilla. The coffee is really, really delicious too, and the pina colada is like a vacation in a glass. Absolutely delicious. If you choose the 400 meal option, you will get one 100 meal serving of each of the flavors. So that is the greatest variety. today, you are also getting samples to try of the Choco Nuvo and the Sucress, and it's proportionate to the size that you're picking up. So the larger quantity you get, more of the samples that will come along with it. The 300 and 200 meal count, you get to choose if you would like a variety of flavors or all the same, completely up to you. And the 20, 60, and 100 meal, you choose one flavor. So here you can see in our chart what it would usually cost, what it costs today in that middle column, and on the end, the savings that you get to enjoy. So if you would like to pick it up, it's free shipping and handling as well. And of course, we have flex payments available. We're closing in on about 20,000 of these sold today, Andrew. I think that's a true testament to the people who have been with you over the course of decades enjoying their secure meal replacements.
Yeah, most of the orders are reorders. It's a product, as I often say, for me, it's not whether watching me someone decides to try a product for the first time. What's important to me is whether you get that product home and whether you'll choose to reorder it. That means the product sells itself. And again, we normally never do more than 100 meal supply. We do the once a year in January, we do the larger sizes. This is a product that we typically only feature this time of year. So it's an opportunity because this is when we tend to focus on weight management, on weight loss. And this is not my secret to weight loss. Meal replacements, that's everyone's secret to weight loss. That's the science. That when you want to lose weight, we have to change what we put in our body. What we put in our body really determines, they say what you are, what you eat. Generally, we think of that in kind of non-literal terms, that if we eat healthy, we are healthy, so you are what you eat. We literally are what we eat. I mean, if you look at every molecule in your body is a molecule of something you ate, something you consumed. So hopefully that makes us be a little bit more responsible about what we're doing. But our bodies are designed to put on weight. Our bodies are designed to store fat. Our bodies are designed to be successful in a world of scarcity. We're designed to, if we see food, we eat as much as we can. That's what we were designed to do. So right now in this world of abundance we live in, we all tend to gain weight. So losing weight, having a better body composition is all about our good health. Meal replacements have been shown over and over and over again to be the most successful method of going about losing weight. I simply set out to make the best and most effective meal replacement and also the most affordable meal replacement. Judging from the reviews, we succeeded. And I was just going to read some of the reviews here.
Okay.
I encourage you to go online. The reviews, as I was reading before even, just reading on this little piece of paper here, of about 5,000 reviews, 2,336 of them use the word love to describe their feelings for this product. That means half the reviews use the word love. About half the reviews referred to the product as great. 1,900 referred to it as good. 844 thanked us or thanked HSN or me for the product. So to think that half the reviews of a meal replacement use the word love is just, it should be astounding, but I think it speaks volumes for how very different this product is. And let's read a couple of those reviews here if we could. It really is delicious. Though I love Andrew Lessman's vitamins and chocolates, I was somewhat skeptical of the claims that the meal replacement powder would taste good. Silly of me to doubt him. I purchased the chocolate flavor and mixed it with 10 ounces of whole milk, though Andrew probably would not approve of the whole milk. I prefer non-fat milk. And it tasted like a melted chocolate milkshake, which is exactly what, as a kid, I used to love to let my chocolate ice cream melt. I wanted my chocolate secure to taste like melted chocolate ice cream. So that was the goal. It was a perfect post-workout drink. I may branch out and try the vanilla and coffee flavors too next time. Addictive. Love this product. I've had the chocolate and vanilla. This is the first time I've tried the pina colada, my new favorite with low-fat milk. I ordered 30 servings of this one and also bought a vanilla. I just reordered at full price the 60 servings of pina colada. All of this, and it's the best on the market. Wow, what a treat. And now you see why the word love is so frequently appearing in all these reviews. Best tasting meal replacement. I've been using what I thought was the best tasting meal replacement for a while now. However, I take many of Andrew's vitamins and didn't realize until recently that he also had a meal replacement. That's because we only feature it literally once a year, January. That's it. Then it goes away. I had a coupon and thought I would try it. I was wrong. I have not been using the best tasting meal replacement. This is by far the best. It is so creamy and mixes so well with my almond milk. It reminds me of those chocolate milks I loved
Yes.
as a kid. Hands down, best meal replacement. Now you see why almost every review, or half of them, use the word best. I am a protein shake veteran. If it's out there, I've tried it. Andrew's is the best tasting. Texture, not chalky at all. It's smooth as silk. It's so low in calories. I even use 2 scoops at times to double the protein. It works so well with some weight management programs. I highly recommend, as well as his vitamins and Muriel's cookbooks. The best meal replacement. This meal replacement is dynamite. It is very soluble and the taste is wonderful. I mix in the blender with baby spinach, blueberries, and matcha tea. Yum.
Yeah.
I drink Secure in the morning and I'm satisfied until lunch. I'm tracking my calories, and the fact that this is only has 63 per serving. It's the lowest calorie meal replacement in the world, but still the best tasting, is a huge bonus. I would highly recommend. Love. This is honestly the best tasting protein shake I have ever tried. I already lost weight on my first 8 days. I'm in love. I've only tried the chocolate, but I'm sure the coffee and vanilla are just as tasty as the chocolate they are. They curb my appetite and satisfy my hunger. I only have 1 per day, but eat lightly the rest of the day. I don't eat as much in quantity as before. No complaints from me whatsoever. Best meal replacement ever. Again, the word best. Andrew, you rock. I've been trying to eat much healthier since the beginning of the year, and the Secure meal replacements are awesome. Sometimes I only use water, but when I mix with my almond milk, it is unsurpassed. I mean, how many meal replacement reviews would you think using words like love and rock?
Usually
and
you
awesome?
just try to sip it down quickly and be done with it.
No, you try to gag it down and you
Yeah.
hope it works, but you don't use these crazy superlatives. It is also very creamy and delicious. I ordered the variety pack. So far, I've only tried the vanilla, but I'm sure that the other flavors will be just as good, from Christine in Nevada. Again, the word best. Best ever. This has got to be the best tasting meal replacement. It mixes well with juice, milk, or water. I bought vanilla and it's delicious next to chocolate. Andrew Lessman is a genius when it comes to quality, taste, and here really I think value is what we've really accomplished. Usually when it comes to a great value, then it's deficient in other areas. Good point. But Andrew Lessman didn't cut corners. Thank you for this great tasting meal replacement that actually is good for me. Highly recommend. From Barbara, we'll do another. I just love reading these. Again, the word the best value, the best vanilla shake. The taste of this meal replacement shake is, another great adjective, phenomenal. There is not a better vanilla on the market than I have tried, and I have tried many. My husband and I are both in our late 60s, and we have it for breakfast every morning. The vanilla shake is more versatile, so we're able to add fresh or frozen fruits, I agree. Greek yogurt, chia, flax seeds, or some almond butter. I can mix a little unsweetened cocoa powder in when we have a chocolate craving. It satisfies us until lunchtime. Thank you, Andrew. These are incredible. Blown away. Who says that about a meal replacement? I reluctantly purchased this item during Andrew's April visit. Reluctantly, sorry. Usually meal replacements taste like cardboard and have no flavor. Many of them require a blender to mix smoothly. Also, some have to be sweetened with fruits or other drinks or sugar. Not this product. My product arrived today. Let me say that I was blown away. I added 1 scoop and some water. That's it. It tastes fabulous. No blender needed. I may actually be able to reach my weight loss goals. We'll let you know. And again, add to that the fact that the science on weight loss, that weight loss, if you look at the science and look at what is going to achieve the best, the most easily achieved weight loss, and easy is not a word we usually apply to weight loss, it's meal replacement science. So I didn't make up the meal replacement science. I simply followed it and made the best meal replacement in the world in terms of caloric content, nutrient content, flavor, ease of mixing, and then affordability. It's the least expensive. Despite it being the best, it's also the least expensive.
And it's such a simple change to make. And I say change very lightly because you're probably already making something for breakfast or for lunch, right? So to be able to just mix this up, have it taste as good as it does. Another thing I noticed about those reviews, Andrew, especially on any kind of food product, taste is so subjective. So think how hard it is to get people to agree on what tastes amazing. And this is one of those products with thousands of 5-star reviews like the ones that we just showed you. So if you're watching and you're excited like I am and you're ready to either stock up because you know this happens only one time a year, or even try it for the first time, these are the options that you have. First and foremost, there are 4 flavors that you can choose from. We have the Pina Colada, which is the newest to the lineup, equally delicious, I have to say. Creamy island in a glass. It is that perfect blend of the coconut and the pineapple. It's fruity and delicious. Next to that, we have the vanilla, which a lot of the reviewers were saying they love because they have lots of flexibility in terms of fruit and nuts and milks you might want to add to it. Next to that, we have the chocolate, my favorite. I'm a chocolate lover, if you are too. It is so rich and delicious. It's sweet, but not too sweet. No aftertaste with any of these, which I do enjoy. Coffee is the 4th flavor option. Now, you have choices here. If you're choosing the 20 meal or the 60 meal or the 100 meal, you get to choose which of those 4 flavors you would like to get home and enjoy. And you can see here what it usually costs, what it costs today, and how much you're saving. When you get into the 200 meals and the 300 meals, yes, the savings jumps, but also you get some variety here because you can now choose if you want to do a few different flavor options or all of the same because they come in 100 meal servings. And then the 400 meal kit, the most variety. You're going to get one of each of the 4 flavors coming to you. You guys are also going to get to enjoy samples of sucrose and Choco Nuvo coming included. That's proportionate to the size and quantity that you're ordering, but another extra treat. And when I say treat, and you see it in the reviews, the word treat was used a lot as well, it truly tastes like a dessert. And yet you know that you're doing something good for yourself with all of the nutrients and the vitamins. Your formulas, Andrew, it's truly amazing to me how much nutrition you can jam pack in, yet it's so soluble and so creamy. It's really.
Apparently, Michelle, you're getting a lot of nutrition because Pat just told me that you've been through a couple of servings of each and every one.
Well, I'm trying different flavors. I'll mix a pina colada if you'd like while you tell us about your formula.
What I was going to show everyone, and this is really kind of crazy, I mixed, what was it, probably 14 servings in about 8 or 12 ounces of water. And this is obviously not what you do, but just to show how soluble this is, and I did that in the last hour. So about an hour ago, I mixed 14 servings in probably 8-10 ounces of water. And what you'll see here is just how soluble this is.
Wow.
Again, that was 14 servings with over 100 grams of protein, and it was totally in solution. It didn't come out of solution at all. I mean, look at that. It's just, I mean, I marvel at that that an hour ago we could put 14 servings.
Yes.
And again, let me get the spoon. I'm going to make a horrible mess on the table here. Was my mom's table. Hopefully she forgives me for doing that. So if she's watching. So again, that was more than 14 servings, almost more than half a bottle of 30. And just look at that. I just put it, I didn't stir it again, except in the beginning, and just look at that.
It
all
looks
stays
like
in
hot
solution.
fudge, doesn't it?
But so hopefully what that underscores is just how different, just how unique. I mean, I talk about the technology of making a meal replacement, and we really have mastered the technology, but where we also invested is in flavor. And flavor means not only that you have enough of the right flavors, that's the chocolate, but you also have to make sure that all of the components are soluble, because flavor is all about how something distributes in your mouth. There can't be components that are not soluble. You have to have a predictable dissolution, a predictable distribution of the material in your mouth in solution, and that's what we've accomplished. So I guarantee there is no other powdered meal replacement in the world that you could take 14, 15 servings of it, mix it in 8 ounces of water, let it sit for an hour, and then pour it into another glass and see it all in solution, no powder coming out.
I didn't even mix this one yet, and look at that. I just poured the water in live on television, and you guys can see how creamy that is. This is the pina colada. Look at that.
And you've mixed that a single serving, and probably that's at least 12 ounces of water. So you could mix a single serving into 6 ounces of water. It'll be very rich and potent and very, very powerful, but it will go completely into solution, no problem at all. So they are truly the most uniquely flexible uniquely flexible because they're so low in calories. You could add fruit, you could add nut butter, you could add soy milk or regular non-fat milk, or you could add yogurt, and it's still lower in calories than any other meal replacement. It's going to start being richer in nutrition than any other meal replacement, and also the nutrients are in their proper forms, because first and foremost, I'm an expert in putting together vitamin and mineral formulas. That's where we started 41 years ago. Our meal replacement is just a little bit over 30 years old. So it's a relatively new formula. But again, we use that expertise in vitamins and minerals to make sure that you get vitamins and minerals that work, that deliver, that don't interfere with flavor and taste. And the only thing, I mean, that this chocolate, the chocolate here, and it's a blend of multiple different chocolate sources, it's as delicious as any fast food chocolate shake. Same with our vanilla, same with our coffee, same with our pina colada. Again, I've been asked why we don't have a dozen different or more flavors like other places. Well, I want to make 4 fantastic flavors rather than make a dozen mediocre flavors.
It was interesting to see in the reviews, Andrew, too, considering not one of these is over 69 calories. Depending on the flavor, they're between 63 up to 69 calories. But a lot of those reviews mention how satiated they feel and how it holds them over even through to lunchtime. I think that says a lot about the formula that you're bringing us as well, right?
The reason why I'm smiling is I took that, as I said, in whatever, 8 ounces of water. There's about 14, 15 servings of chocolate meal replacement. I just took a sip of that. It is so rich, it's unbelievable. But the amazing part is it's all in solution. It's not gritty powder or anything like that, which is, again, a testament to how unique this is. So whatever flavor you choose, whether it's pina colada, vanilla, you should get creative at home, because the extent to which, or the degree to which, you could flexibly work this into a fun little meal replacement schedule, that's your weight loss. Now, the key to a meal replacement working is that we use the meal replacement to replace meals, which is why I sometimes scratch my head when I see meal replacements that are 300-400 calories. A 300-400 calorie meal replacement, that's hardly a replacement. So you're still consuming more calories than you'd likely really want to be doing if your goal is to lose weight. The key is having as few calories deliver as much satisfaction, as much enjoyment, as much nutrition as possible. And that's what the Secure meal replacement does. I picked the name Secure 30 plus years ago for a good reason, because weight loss is a difficult process. Weight loss shouldn't come with our compromising our health, with our not getting the nutrients we need. We mostly don't get the nutrients we need from our diet. So when we're undergoing this process that we call weight management or weight loss, we should be able to do it with peace of mind. We should feel secure that we're getting the nutrients, that we're getting the protein that the science says that we should be getting to be successful. If we're going to be taking advantage of the most proven science in weight loss, it's a meal replacement. And Secure is the meal replacement that is most consistent with that science in terms of getting better compliance, getting better results, and giving your body the healthy nutrition that it needs along this process. And weight loss, let's face it, we were not designed to lose weight. We were designed to gain weight. Gaining weight, understand what that is. When we gain weight, that body fat on our body, it is energy. What is energy? Energy to any organism is survival. So when we gain weight, we ensure our survival. That was centuries ago. That was our ancestors. Today, we're gaining weight because there's so much abundant food that it doesn't help our survival, it hinders our survival. And a meal replacement is the most proven way to kind of fool our genetics, our DNA, into enhancing our opportunity for weight loss.
Yes, and it is the perfect time to either stock up or try it for the first time. We do this one time a year. Perfect timing in January for you if you're looking to lose weight, you want to add more nutrition, and you really want to treat yourself to something tasty. It is a wonderful Today Special to try. So all you have to do is choose how many meals you would like to get home, anywhere from 20 meals on up to 400 meals. Those larger portions and configurations only happen during our Today Special offerings, and the savings, you can see it right there on the chart. It jumps tremendously the more portion that you choose. So it is a nice way to get more variety and to enjoy more savings. We have 4 flavors, as we mentioned: the pina colada, vanilla, chocolate, and the coffee. If you're choosing the 400 meal, you will get one of each in a 100 meal serving. So you can see that. If you choose the 300 or the 200 meal, you can either pick a few different flavors or stick to all one flavor, completely up to you. And the 20, 60, and 100 meal kits, you choose which of the one flavors you would like to enjoy. Remember, we have FlexPay, we have free shipping and handling, and we have a money-back guarantee for you. So stay in that ordering process. But you know, speaking of today's specials, Andrew, as we round out this hour, we would be remiss if we did not let everyone know that after 2 years of waiting, Cholesterol is back at today's special pricing. And so this is great for any of you looking to lower your LDL and overall cholesterol levels. We have many different options from 100 capsule up to 1,000 capsule. Great savings with this one as well, being our second of 3 today's specials that you can see here. And again, with the free shipping and the flex pay. But you know, in the final minutes we have in this hour, Andrew, what is it you want people to know about Cholesterol and how this can truly help them in terms of cholesterol levels?
Well, the most important thing to know about Cholesterol is that it's a scientifically established, scientifically and clinically proven method of lowering total and LDL cholesterol. That as much as those cholesterol-lowering drugs are highly effective, that they're not the only method of lowering cholesterol. Diet happens to be highly effective, but an underrated form. It also takes a great deal of discipline. But Cholesterol, just as it's easy to swallow a cholesterol-lowering statin drug, it's very easy to swallow a Cholesterol capsule. You have a Cholesterol capsule with each of your 2 largest meals or with each meal, and you have an opportunity to make a significant, a substantial difference in your cholesterol levels. It's not a drug, but it has that effect that we seek from a drug, which is to lower our total cholesterol, lower our LDL cholesterol, and reduce our risk of heart disease. It works perfectly with cholesterol-lowering drugs. That's why I always encourage you to show it to your doctor. A lot of doctors have forgotten how powerful plant sterols are. That's what Cholesterol is. It's a plant sterol. And to give you an idea, if we look at this chart to my right here, the first, and we don't have to necessarily dig into anything more than that first that shape you see up there, where it says Cholesterol next to it, that's a plant sterol. That's a molecular drawing of a plant sterol. So if you just look at the shape of that, underneath it is something called cholesterol. And if you look at them, they are identical, except for those little 2, it's actually a carbon with 2 hydrogens, a couple of carbons, that's the only difference. But that little attachment there on Cholesterol makes Cholesterol very difficult or impossible to absorb in your body. What it then does is it blocks the absorption of this by your body. Normally, cholesterol is very well absorbed from our food. And also bile salts. Our body makes bile salts and secretes them whenever we eat. Bile salts in our body are made from cholesterol. So every time we make bile salts, we're using up our cholesterol. But what we then do is we reabsorb these bile salts, unfortunately. But Cholesterol, because it's almost identical to that as well, it blocks the reabsorption of bile salts. So when you take Cholesterol, you block the absorption of cholesterol by about 40%. And the same with bile salts. So that is the nitty-gritty of the science. And I think even without a degree in biochemistry, it's actually quite easy to see that it's that subtle difference in the shape and form of Cholesterol, of that plant sterol, which they're found in abundance in nuts and seeds and legumes, which is why those ingredients are so good for lowering cholesterol. And all it does is take advantage of this wonderful tool that Mother Nature provided us. So as I often say, all I do is pay careful attention to Mother Nature, and then I get out of her way. And all that plant sterols do in Cholesterol, you take them with a meal, is they will enhance the cholesterol-lowering properties of whatever you might be doing with your diet, or more importantly, what you might be doing with drugs. And as we saw from so many of the reviews, Cholesterol is a tool that could either allow you to eliminate the drugs, or if you can't take those drugs for side effect reasons, it allows you to lower your cholesterol without them. But either way, it's an opportunity to partner with your doctor on something that's incredibly important. Of course, if we want to reduce our cardiovascular risk, our heart disease risk, we want to pay attention to our blood pressure. We want to pay attention to our blood sugar. We want to pay attention to our body composition. But we also want to pay attention to our cholesterol. But then you often hear, but those cholesterol drugs have so many side effects. Well, here's an opportunity to naturally reduce, say, the dependence on the quantity of those cholesterol-lowering drugs, working with your doctor, with a research-proven, a medically established ingredient, a plant sterol. And it's cholesterol. It's small, easy to swallow capsule, ultrafine powder, and there you go.
Gotta love that. And my favorite part is always reading reviews on these. This one particularly, I think, because people can visibly, tangibly see a number and a change in their cholesterol levels, and that's what got more than 700 people excited enough to come back and write a perfect 5-star review on this. So if you're interested in that, I highly recommend you read it. A lot of the reviews involved their doctors. You know, Andrew had mentioned, show it to your doctor, you know, combine this with what you may already be doing. You can absolutely do that and do it safely. And these are all of the options we have to offer in those easy to swallow capsules. So you can start as low as 100 capsules and go all the way up to the 1,000 capsule. The savings, as you can see here in our chart, this is what you would expect to spend. Today, it's a second Today Special. We have 3 Today Specials with the Fibromucil, the Cholesterol, and the Secure Meal Replacements. So this is your pricing for today, and this is how much you get to save when you pick it up today. You can break that up on flex payments. As always, it's shipped to your door for free with free shipping and handling. And it's one of those things, Andrew, that, again, people don't necessarily know that there are other options out there for them, you know?
I have doctor friends who aren't aware of plant sterols, unless the doctor tends to be a cardiologist or a specialist. And even then, plant sterols just don't get as much exposure. I mean, unfortunately, the information and education that doctors get once they have a very, very busy practice sometimes doesn't allow them to have access to all of the information. So a lot of times I feel as though what I'm doing here is not just educating the folks watching the shows, but it allows them to bring a tool to their doctor that their doctor might not be familiar with or might have forgotten about. But it is a very, very and extremely powerful tool. The National Cholesterol Education Program views plant sterols as the most powerful natural plant-based cholesterol lowering tool. It's viewed, American Heart Association, the medical associations in Europe, in the United Kingdom, in Great Britain, also view this as the most powerful natural tool that you could utilize to lower your total and lower your LDL cholesterol. So just what I was going to read is just some basic charts that are in fact quotes from the research, but plant sterols like those in Cholesterol have long been clinically established and now FDA approved to help reduce the risk of heart disease by reducing total and LDL cholesterol levels. The natural plant sterols present in Cholesterol safely reduce both total and LDL cholesterol levels and do so without any risk or side effects. You just take 1 capsule with each of your largest meals. Healthy diets, when combined with plant sterols like Cholesterol, have the capacity to lower LDL cholesterol by 28 to 35%. So if you have a truly healthy diet, increasing the content of fiber, reducing saturated fat and cholesterol, plant sterols behave as effectively as some cholesterol-lowering medications. Cholesterol structure is so similar to that of cholesterol that it can block up to 40% of cholesterol absorption. Diet is the cornerstone of any cholesterol reduction plan, and plant sterols are diet's most potent tool for cholesterol reduction. So as much as we all know there are things we can do with diet to lower cholesterol, there's nothing we can do that's as powerful as the plant sterols in Cholesterol. And maybe if I was going to read some review, oh, we don't have time. I'll read reviews later this evening. But again, we just, time goes too quickly here.
Well, but and they're always available also online at hsn.com. If you type in Andrew Lessman, you can see everything, Andrew, that you have to offer. You can read the reviews. There's always educational videos and easy ways to order. But speaking to tonight, you're back tonight at 8 p.m. with Adam for another 2 hours, correct?
Right, and that is going to be it. So the secure meal replacement, it goes back to its largest size and being 100 meals, no 200, 300, or 400, and back to its normal pricing. The same with Cholesterol. And again, with Cholesterol, the large size is less than $0.10 a capsule, so it's incredibly affordable. It's a fraction of the price of when I introduced it.
Absolutely. Andrew, it's always such a treat when I get to spend time with you here at HSN, so thank you so much for everything and for being with us, and we'll see you tonight.
See you at 8 p.m.
Bye. Have a great day. All right, thank you everyone too for shopping with me. As I mentioned, again, go to hsn.com. You can take a look at everything Andrew has to offer. Lynn is standing by next with Heidi Doss to take you shopping. Have a fabulous Sunday, and I will see you all tomorrow night.
Come with us on a journey to Greece and discover innovative beauty solutions that are time-tested. Powered by the Greek flora, Carez harnesses a wealth of plant species that exist only in Greece. We handpick our Greek botanicals and extract them in our own labs. By combining the best of nature with science, Carez delivers powerful results in each product. Immerse yourself in the beauty of Carez on HSN and hsn.com.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Skinny Girl is designed by a woman for women. It's functional, comfortable, and fashionable. Can you feel this? I wanted to celebrate every age, all sizes. It's a line for every body.
I first got my start by having a very bad habit of spending a lot of money on jewelry. And I saw that I could buy some beads and try to do this myself. I'll never forget the first time I put a necklace together. I thought, well, this is fun and this is beautiful. It was so thrilling because, you know, I started from nothing. Many of the pieces that are in my collection